They just didn't want to do it. Either way, we are here now, getting into it, and we'll have to see what they said to RME is going to look to be aggressive early.
Yeah, Ellie wanting to get some early information inside of Showers here. She's got Pugs to back her up, and there's quite a bit of Boba members to receive them for posture towards this Showers take. As the utility comes out, it's too much for Ellie to handle, and Pugs is just gonna back off. They're gonna accept the 4v5, and Haya is going to try and even that up, but as they're caught with a stun, it's impossible. Zerfi manages to get two, and pinching from the other side, C-Line collects one as well, but it's all left up to Pugs in the 1v2. Does have access to the spike here, and is trying to deal with this frontline assault, but watch your back as Clays is currently closing in. Pugs manages to win the fight, though, against Fufu, and brings it down to a 1v1, down to 50 HP, tucking into the corner, and can't quite best Clays.
Oh, what a round there. Everything happened around. We're going to see 3 stingers from them, and they are hoping for some damage or find something in this round. They need some sort of thrifty here.
You need a miracle right now, RME. You are starting to let this half spiral out of control. And like you said, a thrifty would be a great way to get back into it because you do not want to give Boba momentum. So far, Showers has been the name of the game for RME, and they haven't had much success with it thus far. They're going to continue to try and invest into that. And Ellie, over towards B, is just going to be trying to harass through that smoke with the share of shots. As Showers is once again under scrutiny right now. Pugs being pressured out by this util slowly, and Fossey is waiting on the other side. It's a stalemate on both sides of the map right now. The Boba are going to push through that smoke, and it's right as Zerfi went through the teleporter as well. The timing couldn't be worse for RME. And look at this look from Clays. It could be huge. Spotted out by Haya, but clean shots in the Viper diff. Not able to collect the second kill, but time has been bought, which means this B site will be seized by Boba.
I mean, it's even harder now that even though they are able to pick up some sort of weaponry here, it's still a 3v2. They do have the Sky, so Pugs will be on 96 HP, but either way, it's a 3 versus 2. It's still hard to do, and now they're both going TP. They know the exact positions that they're coming from.
They're still wanting to give this a look right now. This was an eco going into it, so they have a buy into the next. Don't want to decide to save that rifle over. Instead, they want to see what they can make happen in this retake. Tap on the spike, and Boba's pretty far removed. It's already to half, and Pugs will hop off of it to try and take these gunfights. It's all up to Zerfi, though, who can't deal with all the angles. Boba secure a 4th, albeit narrowly.
I mean, needs to go down, or because we need to see them get their motivation up and start pushing in these rounds, and that's hopefully what we'll see now, as it does look like we're going to see kind of the same setup we've seen so far this game.
I was about to highlight possibly giving that orb over to Ellie to try and get them to start to warm up into this match. Ellie, we have seen be able to be an absolute game changer for RME, but it's been rather quiet in this map and has had some on and off performances in the past, so I feel like getting that player online should be one of your biggest priorities for RME, since they can just steamroll a game.
Yeah, but they give it the Haya. You get the Viper's Pit down, which is a huge advantage. It essentially means they're trying to force this team onto the A site, but will it happen is the question. We still have the 3 members here, but no one has budged thus far, as it looks like we're finally seeing movement.
Such a slow approach from Boba here, but a gap in the smoke. Oh my god, Clays just beheads Ellie through the smoke, saw him through the gap, and now U-Haul is secured for the attackers off the back of a Viper's Pit, but caught in the mosh pit, almost gets taken out, barely avoiding death. Clays has no clue how bad that could have been for Boba, but instead everything's gonna spiral for RME as they lose yet another player, and the spike goes down on this A site. It is a concise hit from the attackers. This is making it a very uncomfortable retake for RME. So they're just looking for an opening. They do have a Thrash and Seekers available. They have a way into this round with the ultimates if they so choose to invest them. But Clays is a problem here in U-Haul. Will show exactly why. 2 kills collected and everything's left to Pugs, who can't close. Instead, it's Clays to do so.
I mean, RME have the used to take this B side where they know exactly where these defenders play from RME, so I'm really interested to see what they are cooking up as this round finally going to begin again, and Clays kind of getting pushed up on, but isn't looking.
Clays is 15-2 and is also just getting all the right positionings here. I mean, they go and try and aggress through a short, and Clays is already working their way towards shower. I don't know if RME are gonna re-clear this or not. Everything is looking Clays right now. Now, Boba are a bit on the back foot for this round. They've already lost Fufu, so their sort of flexible smokes have been removed from this round. But look at Clays all the way over on this A site has gotten so much information. This is why, look at this wraparound from the defenders. They're gonna re-clear showers and think A is fully clear, it's fine, and Clays is in their spawn again.
This could be awful, and you can see them posturing for that TP. If they do it, they're definitely gonna get choked. But the question is, do they just commit on the B? That looks like it's the play, as Clays has a full sight right from the node. That might be elbow.
They're double stacked in elbow too, and he's going to elbow. As Fossey jumps out of hookah here, RME are gonna have no idea.
No!
Clays plays the trigger discipline, and he is on another level this game. We are seeing some vintage Clays right now.
Some vintage Clays is right, as he spots out 2 members in their spawn as well. Huge information for this round.
I mean, this is just perfect Valorant from Clays right now. Gets the jump spot and doesn't overcommit into the angle as well. Instead, chooses to just wait for them to get funneled into these hallways, into this so uncomfortable of a retake. Fossey is just stalling them out. The paint shells add to their grief as a bullet finds Sea Lion's mouth. And this is so perfect from Boba.
17 into Clays might not be able to play in this term anymore after this performance. They're just sneaking through.
We've seen some lurks on the B as well from Clays. Clays has been all over and has just been masterminding this game, but it has been a lot.
It's been too much. Now that we're on a gun round once again, I mean, this is make or break. If you lose this round, I mean, you can come back, but it's going to be difficult. As a huge dink there on the Clays will stifle some of the movement.
Maybe a bit of a breath of relief there for RME as they realize the Viper is going to have to play a little more passive this round. Is going to be a bit deterred from their aggression, which has netted so much success. Fufu poking and prodding for information over towards B, but might not be ready for this wraparound to hookah. And as they pull out the knife, it seems to be that way. Ellie collects that kill, but at the cost of quite a bit of HP. And the A site is under a lot of pressure right now. Zerfi and Sea Lion need to hold on to this. They're going to choose to pop the Seekers just to make sure they know where this is coming in from. This Boba are sending in the utility to try and claim this A site. It is advantage for RME, but we have seen Boba claw these back in this very half as they send out the utility to try and aggress U-Haul. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and looks like RME are wanting to try and retake U-Haul itself. The Nightfall goes out. It's going to tag up a couple of these players.
Timing!
And Fossey inside the smoke collides with Sea Lion and will best them in the 1v1. It's brought down to a 3v3 now. Things are looking good for Boba as everything starts to fall out of place for RME. It's all left up to Pugs 1v3, and that timer is so far gone already. Spotted out in the smoke, and Clays doesn't have to see their opponents to get these.
Sometimes not be a Rosa, but I mean, we'll see how that all shakes up as we head into this round. Potentially last round still, as it looks like RME want to go towards this B site, or A site, sorry.
Comes a danger for RME. There's so much available to Boba to just start stacking up, and all they have to do is find a single round. They can just start to build up these ultimates and just pop them out on RME at the worst time.
Orbital strike!
Exactly what happens. What an orbital strike from Fufu. The plant goes down, but at the cost of everyone, and everything's left up to Pugs in the 1v5. Will only be afforded a couple of courtesy kills as Bind goes the way of Boba. Yeah, we're gonna be getting none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself.
He just
I went to drag him and I disconnected from the chat. But yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, Clays, who had a absolutely nuclear performance on Bind. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, watching that back, you're gonna realize just how insane some of the timings that you thought were,
Oh,
and
I bet.
all the shenanigans that were going around as you were dancing around the defenders. But I actually I'm glad I got to interview you. I kind of wanted to get it into your mind for this match and just it was clear pretty early on that you were on a heater, and how did that affect your play going forward into the match?
Honestly, it just gave me a lot of confidence. Like I just started walking into sight, not even putting up my smokes, like knowing that if they're gonna peek me, like I'm gonna be wanting these kids and I'll kill them anyway. So like, but then like that confidence gave me timings like where I got literally in their spawn behind them and some double kills, shooting them in the back. So it just the confidence helped a lot.
So we saw a timeout come after you guys won a round before losing a round. So I just wanted to hear you talk about what went into that timeout. Was it just like an offensive time saying, "Hey, you guys need to chill down," or was it a set play, or were you guys just looking to just kind of rekindle after just losing a round then winning a round? I don't know.
Um, which one, the first half or second half?
The first
Your
half.
second half timeout, you guys lost a round, then won the following round and ended up calling a
It was
timeout.
round 9.
I think it was just our coach. He wanted to tell us to look at the ults because we weren't talking. He was listening to our comms obviously, and he didn't hear us say anything about how they had like 4 ults. And I think he was just reminding us that they had a bunch of ults. So yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. We just were looking at what they had and how we could play
Okay.
around it.
Yeah, I mean, the ults were definitely a big contributing factor towards your guys' success, especially on that final round. The double kill on the orbital strike from Fufu into Shower, and honestly, a lights out performance from you guys as a whole. It's going to be a quick 5-minute break before we get ready for Ascent, which will be our next map to see if RME can maybe pull themselves together.
The odds, but like you mentioned, a heavy cost, and now Jiggly Tofu with this Odin looking for something here. We know Jiggly Tofu is so good with this Odin, and I'm really interested to see what they do decide to do on this attack.
Seen Tofu have quite a bit of success in this position before. Dare I say Tofu has shown themselves to be one of the best B main players in this league so far, from what we've seen at least.
Now we'll have to see what RME do decide to do in this mid round. Does look like they want to make the exact same play. Fossey is ready and weighing this time. If they're able to find a clean pick, this could be huge for Aurora.
See, call me crazy, but I favor their chances looking at the buy of RME. They're investing into LA though, has the Guardian and is holding down bottom mid right now, which means the front line is
What
going
a
to be
shot.
lacking weaponry, but Zerfy doesn't care. Takes Fosse's head off, and Clays looks to keep their hot streak from map 1 going. Takes out Haya inside of B or A main. However, it's B that is the subject of RME's sight hit. Serendipity takes Zerfy out through the smoke. Sea Lion with a ghost manages to take out Fufu. His plant at the very least will go down. Ellie will be spotted out by this neural theft. That is a rather unfortunate situation for them to be in, as now they are pinned in here at logs. No chance for help. This is just gonna all fall apart for Ellie. Everything is up to Pugs. 1v3 and only a sheriff to work with. As Boba close in, they close out the round.
I mean, Zerfy able to find that beautiful shot on this Boba team.
This is hopefully a good turnaround point from RME. It's been a little bit disappointing so far in this series. And Ascent's gone slightly better from them, but not by much, as everything is falling apart once again. They try to break through onto this B site, but it's just not going their way as they get mowed down through these smokes. They're in a 3v5 already, and one of their players, Haya, the one that you were highlighting, is down at 10 HP as well. This outlaw is a problem right now as the spot. Oh my god, that is insane. Ellie is now in the 1v5 and can't do anything. I don't know if you caught that, but that was an outlaw tag through the wall off of the ping from the sonar.
than we usually do. But either way, 2 guns and a Blade Storm coming in this round. Boba, they're not out of it just yet.
Tofu, though, is wanting to keep them at bay over here towards B main. Even has some Cypher utility to help support him. Lockdown will come through once again, which will force him into this back corner of Boathouse. Over most of RME are postured towards A here. That lockdown is simply a ruse to bait Boba into thinking that surely that is where the execute will happen. Meanwhile, on A, the attackers have breached through the site.
Yeah, they're able to pick off Fossey as well through mid, and what a kill there from Clays from the flankers. I'm missing everything. I'm so sorry, chat.
Clays gets a double. Serendipity picks up one from Heaven. This is fallen apart for RME. It was looking so good, and then in a matter of seconds, they just get crumpled on the site.
I mean, that is not what you want to happen now, Boba. They have all the advantages coming in, and Pugs left alone on the site. This is deadly.
Dumping it or trying to hold off the retake, but it's just too much to bear. They lose everything here, and
like B site will be where Boba does want to hit. RME, let's see what you got. Let's see if they can win another pistol. Oh my, that bounce.
Such a funny. It's so funny to just see all of Boba just turn their attention. What would have been goated is if they had a set play to play aggressively off that, and it's just the ultimate ADHD bait.
the ultimate, we have to shoot that at all costs. As it does look like. This slow play from Serendipity definitely could be a bit scary for RME if they're not paying attention, but this turret should spot out Clays here, and it'll definitely start off this round very fast.
Boba taking once again a slower approach to this round. They're going to start to make their way onto the B site, and Serendipity catches one on the other side of the map. A beautiful shot from Fossey takes the head off of Haya, and now the pressure is on to Pugs. The back of Boathouse is going to send out the drone to try and just stall for themselves, get the information, and trying to collect some of these kills, but Fossey is too damn clean. It's just going to keep collecting these kills and make the grief of RME increase. It's 2 players to bear the burden, Sea Lion and Zerfy in the retake. Have a little bit to work with. They've been given the runway to try and make this clutch come through, but Tofu close on the box. It's just going to be lying in wait off the contact the rest of their team. They don't even get past Fufu.
A bad flash there will blow up again. We'll have to see if we can see the step up again from RME. We see an Odin popped out here from Pugs. That's the only real weapon they have into this round.
Ellie posted up inside of B main alongside the KO. They want to try and aggress on the Serendipity, but he is so damn clean this game. Collects the kills. Fossey's there to support from tiles, and RME, their aggression does not pan out. Pugs is now left to try and scrap anything together inside of B main. But as they take out that tripwire, they're going to be caught out on the peak, and RME are just handing double digits over to Boba.
And it's not looking good as they go to this site. I mean, only pistols allowed here, and 1 player goes down. The rest will follow. Serendipity gets a 3K on the round. Felt like it should have been more, but either way, this Sentinel is going crazy. 30, 10, and 4 on a Cypher. What a round you're having, and what a game for Boba. This team is not going to be happy, and some tickets might be drawn as Dippity is dipping their toes in success. Echo has been able to find a double kill, but besides that, Army are taking it quite well. They're very happy with what's happened, but Pugs now left alone on A. It's going to be very difficult for them to hold us off as they will push back, but look at this flank once again coming in from Ellie and Zerfy. This could find a lot if they're not paying attention, and I don't think they are paying much attention here. Oh,
RME are so damn aggressive right now. However, Fufu sniffed it out, and they're not ready for him in this position. Hiya, quick response, though. It's going to drop them. Try and juggle that rifle around. Ellie is the one who picks it up. Is going to look to be the spearhead of this retake. Just going to be waiting out this utility, waiting for that drone to come through. Ellie, tagged by the owl. Drone is going to have to give it a second before she pushes in. They're trying to flush out these crossfires, but it's such a good setup for Boba. They are just stalling out these attackers. They cannot get through. Fossey, looks like there's a disconnect. Oh my god, Serendipity with a triple kill. Looks like we're going to be having another P10 sticking with the rifle.
At least for now.
That sounded... Oh, is that how that has always sounded?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know this cat spray at all. But everybody else does. It's everybody's using it. Zerfy looking to keep things going from map 2. Gets the opening kill into this round. And sitting at 4-2 right now. Technically top fragging the entire server. But it's very early on. So we'll see how that plays out going forward. As it's just gonna be RME waiting for Boba to make some kind of overstep, as the advantage is in RME's hands right now. They know that they're sitting pretty in this round.
Yeah, it's still only a sheriff though for LA, so won't be able to pick up the rifle so far. We'll have to see what kind of aggression comes out from Boba, because it does look like RME are taking a bit of a back stance, letting Boba potentially look for a sight, but you never know what can happen, as it does look like the split is happening now. The bomb is towards C. The smokes will come out, so I think it is going to go towards A. Maybe throw the spike. Or never mind, they do not have from the shadows. But yeah, the bait will work. This is free.
Zooming. Bro, I know that it's just a neon sprint, but look how much Fossey was zooming. I don't know why that tickles me so much watching that on the mini map. But Ellie is now left alone inside of heaven and will be crunched upon by the lurk out from Clay's. Fufu caught though on a lurk of their own, not able to collect that kill. So now it comes down to the hold on the site from these attackers. As Clay's readies a paranoia to try and fend off the retake. It's going to be a double up in CT, so that paranoia could find a lot of value from Clay's. So the reload is heard in heaven. As soon as the utility is sent out, Clay's is going to send out his in response. However, Sea Lion gets the kill onto Fossey, breaks up this crossfire, but the time is so low. I think it's too far gone. RME, they're walking into a lost round at this point. Oh my god, Clay's.
Can do on this C site where this operator is lurking. Ellie, you are the main focal point for this round for Army if you're going to find some success, and look at that patience.
What a spot from Fossey there to just flush out this op. Just gonna bait her out and start to rotate off after hearing that, but no, it's actually a fake rotate. They're just re-aggressing towards C Long here. They want to try and work their way up. Fufu caught with only a classic to hold off this attack. I think Fufu maybe forgot to buy or request a buy. That could be a weak point as they go down, but Fossey's there to stabilize. 2 kills secured, and Ellie can't quite land her shot, but look at this position from C-Line. Could be big. She's going to start to move her way in for the backstab, but she's got to be quick on this. Serendipity's head spotted, so they know that there's at least one towards Sewer.
Oh no, the tuck!
Multiple towards Long as well. So Tofu looks back. Sea Lion is spotted out. The spike goes down, and this retake is sussed out by Boba. They have an idea for how this one is playing out. Bahia, quick to respond, takes out Serendipity. Sea Lion heads up gunfight, can't win it against Clays, and Haya can't land the shots. It's all left up to Ellie in heaven. The 1v3, the op that took the first shot of the round now has to close it out. And there's so much to do as the spike is half gone. Smokes are up, blocking her vision, and she's spotted in heaven. No shot in this round. She's forced to the save.
Just unlucky for Ellie. Wasn't able to find any shots, and just really good collapse there from Boba, as Ellie will be taking down a 4K for Fossey. And Ellie once again can buy the operator finally. Once again, as it does look like we're going towards C, where Boba, they've had no luck on it so far. It's just not going their way, and with this Aldro not finding a tag either, it's a pretty good situation as a Rolling Thunder will come out.
And along with that, the overdrive is popped by Foss. He wants to close this gap, and it's just gonna roll over Sea Lion in the process. The site is secured. They're gonna get their plant down. The Hunter's Fury to try and deny, and it will take out Tofu. RME have done their research. They know the plant spot. They know the post-plant position. So another tag landed as well. Fossy's overdrive runs out, forced back onto the rifle, and Serendipity is forced to use a flash just to get in position with the rest of their team. Zerfi sends out a flash of their own, but is snuffed out through the smoke. Spike being stuck, but the spam is too good from Boba.
Are buying the next, for the most part at least.
My interest comes down to Pugs. I'm actually not sure what their money is going to be looking like into the next round. Could end up being stuck with some lesser weaponry if they're not careful.
I mean, even Ellie also bought fully into this round. Only has the light armor, so we'll have to see as Fossy does cut up
investment from RME here, and we're gonna see if it's gonna be a sunken cost as Fossy takes out Haya. That looks to be potentially likely. Clays is set up on this lurk in the attacker's spawn. Surely will not be anticipated by Ellie as they're gonna make their way towards the window, making their way into garage, trying to assist in this retake as the utility is sent out by RME. Ellie's gonna look to activate off the back of it. Ping's coming out on the site. She's gonna just try and peek through, but everything goes Boba's way. 4 alive at the end of the round.
Fossy with a sneaky 4K there, Wolf the one opting into it.
Ellie, once again, aggressive position, was able to buy up a rifle again with light armor here, but no utility left available to them. It's going to come down just to the gun skill, just to the mechanics to try and contribute to this round. As Boba are poking and prodding, trying to bring out more utility from the defenders here. Sea Lion is going to hear the footstep audio, is going to start to have an idea for where this attack is coming down on, especially as Fufu is spotted out in garage. Sea Lion split between multiple angles.
Oh, the timing!
Spotted the barrel, but didn't quite notice it. And not cleared in the corner, though. Will be traded after one. Tofu is able to keep things from getting too bad for Boba. So the spike goes down. We find ourselves in a 4v4. It's once again a late lurk from Clace here into garage. Fossy flushed out of the double box position, has to now retreat down to default.
Wait.
It's gonna just be holding for this garage push. Collects 1 kill, is looking to just set up Clace for success, but he takes the success by the horns and brings it himself as everything falls around RME. It's up to Pugs and Zerfi, 2 massive players to try and step up big. Tap on the spike, but time is starting to get low. These spam positions are so dangerous from Boba. 1-for-1 trade, and everything comes down to Zerfi, who doesn't have time, out of chances. This is an 8-4 half from Boba.
Very nicely done there from Boba. They love doing that. We'll have to see if Clays can't hold the side off. No flanks are coming through. It is a full defense here from Boba.
Is set to receive this aggression up C. Ellie throws out that smoke, goes over the top, and it's just going to be set up inside of default. Clays trying to hold off this aggression and hasn't quite lost their life. Bought enough time for the rest of his team to rotate in. Fossy sends it in, causes the disruption for Clays to collect the kills. Everything falls to high end, the 1v3, and it's too much for her to take care of. Fufu closes it out, and it's an 11th for Boba.
It's
themselves from having to make a comeback with no mistakes. That Rolling Thunder, I feel, could be the linchpin of this round. Bladestorm is popped, and Ellie is just going to try and get aggressive up through sewer here.
No!
Hunter's Fury.
No!
And gets a kill. Tags Ellie in the process as well. Tofu is on another level with his utility right now.
I mean, did I say or did I say it? Like... You have to be aware, man. Like, that Hunter's Fury from Tofu is just so deadly. And there's not going to be much jiggling done here for RME as they have to fight Clays up front with a trip to boot. Aldron will come out, miss! And this is just not good for RME.
Ellie trying to push up, but that paranoia is so problematic. Clays collects the kills, and Fossy closes it out. It's match point for Boba, and RME have no money left in the bank.
Very strong member in their own right. And here we go, RME. You're on your last legs. You do not want to be 2-4. You want to go 3-3. Let's see what you can do.
Pack mentality right now. They push up all 5 together, and Serendipity is set to receive a beautiful double kill. Drops the spike, so that stalls out RME just ever so slightly. For the
Surfing Ellie
cavalry
gone.
to arrive. Fossey is here to hold the line. Dashes forward, double kill, and a triple to close it out. It's a full house between Fossey and Serendipity to put RME in the dirt.
This is, I mean, Fossey's hero performance wasn't as hero performance. It was a lot of team play, but either way, huge. Fossey, welcome. How do you feel?
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like the greatest. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like the greatest. Nothing can stop me.
I could imagine incredible performance there and some huge moments at the end. A doubles Hunter Fury, a full house between you and Serendipity. You must be feeling on top of the world right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're the greatest team in the league, and I'll put my heart to that. That's straight out the heart. We're the best.
Speaking about you guys as a team specifically, we've seen quite a change from you guys coming from the last time we saw you guys in Honeydew, now over in Mountain Mayhem. You guys, with the addition of Serendipity of your team, have become a lot slower in playstyle and a lot more methodical in how you guys are approaching your matchups. So I just kind of wanted to ask, what exactly went into that decision, and also do you feel like it's making you a better team as a result?
The reason why we switched up our playstyle is because it didn't fit with someone we just started playing with. So we kind of had to change it up, and as a result, it made us play a lot better. Like, as you can see.
So you guys had a dominant first map, and then you guys kind of potentially, at least I said on the cast, you guys kind of threw the second. So what was your guys' thoughts coming into the third map, where you kind of needed to not up the pace, but like start playing a bit more smarter about these rounds and just play more together?
You know, I just turned off my brain and started listening to Tofu. You know, he's my brain, and I just aim. So yeah, with him giving us all the comms, we reset our mental after that second game. We were kind of like down after that second game, so we had to reset the mental heavy.
You guys did extremely well in these pistol rounds, and I don't know if you can really tell us much about it, but like you guys, for some reason, just have this link on these pistols to always find these kills, always find these rounds. It's definitely a huge contributor to why you're winning these maps. I just want to hear your thoughts on why you're able to win these pistol rounds so well most of the time on these maps.
That's a secret. That's a secret. I'll tell you guys after stream.
Perfect.
Wrapping out the interview, I guess. I mean, the more things change, they stay the same with Boba. It seems. Yes, you guys have changed up your playstyle, but I guess you could say core of Boba is still there, and that is you guys tend to lean on your hero moments and hero plays quite a bit. And so I just kind of wanted to ask you, how do you feel like that affects you guys, especially mentally, when the rounds that you win, I would imagine, inspire such high highs?
Yeah, because we've been trying not to like really lean on our hero moments. We've been trying to stay together as a team and play together as a team, but you know, we're just the greatest, so all of us are gonna obviously have our hero moments.
Definitely loving the energy. I hope we get to hear more of it going forward. You guys are definitely a fan favorite to watch. As for us, that will be it for tonight.